The conflict between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, which flared up in recent weeks, is rapidly escalating into the biggest political economic rift within the American elite. What began as a strategic partnership between a billionaire visionary and a president seeking a second term has now turned into open confrontation, with consequences that could shake the entire architecture of US power, impact global markets, and even reshape the future of tech giants. Until recently, Elon Musk was considered an unofficial ally of Trump. He financially supported the Republican campaign, advocated deregulation, criticized the Democrats' progressive agenda, and received certain benefits from authorities. SpaceX consistently won contracts from NASA and the Pentagon, Tesla enjoyed state-level tax breaks, and his platform X became a loudspeaker for alternative viewpoints. Their relationship looked like a pragmatic alliance, power and tech in one package. But everything changed in early July 2025. The turning point came when Donald Trump signed the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, an ambitious piece of legislation pledging to redistribute $3 trillion in federal funds. The bill aimed to extend tax breaks for traditional corporations, sharply increase defense spending, and tighten immigration control. But at the same time, it effectively slashed green subsidies, rolled back electric vehicle initiatives, and introduced new restrictions on high-tech projects, including artificial intelligence and space exploration programs. Musk saw this as a personal betrayal. In his statement, Elon Musk harshly criticized the president's actions. He claimed the bill would plunge the US into a debt spiral, warning that the country risked sliding into a managed financial collapse. Musk pointed out that the US national debt had already surpassed $36 trillion, and at this rate, interest payments could become the largest item in the federal budget within the next 10 years, overtaking even defense. In his view, America was no longer on a path of growth, but inflating a new bubble. Trump responded quickly. He called Musk ungrateful, accused him of market manipulation, reminded the public of the contracts Musk received thanks to the government, and even suggested that federal subsidies to Tesla and SpaceX might be reconsidered. He was especially critical of Musk's AI platform xAI, claiming it could be used against America's interests, and announced the possibility of launching a special investigation. Behind closed doors, members of Congress began discussing limiting federal cooperation with Musk's companies, and in the Senate Committee on National Security, rumors emerged of a probe into the influence of private technologies on national interests. But Musk appeared prepared for this turn of events. On July 5th, he announced the formation of his own political force, the America Party. This sent shockwaves through the entire political system. The core message of the party is a complete overhaul of the federal budget, strict limits on borrowing, support for technological sovereignty, and a war on bureaucracy. According to Musk, the America Party is meant to be a home for all independent voters, conservative technocrats, and those tired of the Democrat-Republican duopoly. A poll conducted on his platform X, with over 1.2 million participants, showed that more than 65% would support a new political force if led by Elon Musk. That same day, the movement began registering in 15 key states. Musk clarified that his goal was not to run for president but to hack the system through Congress, aiming to field dozens of candidates under his banner in the 2026 midterm elections. The financial fallout from the conflict is already being felt. Tesla shares have started to fall. After spiking in June, they dropped back to $315. The reason? Uncertainty. Investors are concerned that Elon Musk is now fully entangled in the political arena. ETF funds that had previously been preparing to invest in his companies have now frozen their activity. Chinese suppliers are also expressing concern. Under the sanctions and trade barriers tightened by the Trump administration, Tesla's logistics could become significantly more complicated. Meanwhile, SpaceX risks losing part of its contracts with the Department of Defense. Discussions are already underway about whether to remove Starlink projects from under the umbrella of government funding. xAI, Musk's artificial intelligence platform, is also facing potential exclusion from access to government programs. Musk now finds himself in a trap. Continuing the confrontation could mean collapse or forced relocation. Against this backdrop, rumors have begun circulating online, confirmed by several sources, that Russia and China have offered Elon Musk political asylum and security guarantees, in case the United States attempts to restrict his freedom or business operations. According to unconfirmed reports, China has offered Musk satellite launch facilities and infrastructure for AI testing. Russia, for its part, has signaled through diplomatic channels that it is willing to provide any conditions necessary to preserve scientific and technological potential. Officially, Musk is a U.S. citizen, and there is no legal path for him to be expelled. However, if the pressure continues to grow, he could relocate some of his assets and teams abroad. Recall that he has already moved some production lines to China and is currently in talks to build a new space center in India. This is not just a backup plan, it is a survival strategy. But Trump himself is not without risk. His bill could unravel what's left of U.S. fiscal discipline. According to projections by the Congressional Budget Office, the One Big Beautiful Bill could add nearly $7 trillion to the national debt by 2034. At current levels of debt servicing, this would place enormous strain on the Federal Reserve, which by 2026 could face a harsh choice: print more money or cut vital programs. Now imagine if Musk truly goes all in. If he builds an alternative infrastructure spanning banking, media, energy, and satellite internet. It would no longer be just a political party. It would be a new digital republic operating in parallel to the real America. In that scenario, the United States could face an internal rupture reminiscent of the Civil War. But this time, not territorial, but structural, economic, and ideological. Will there be reconciliation? At this point, the chances are slim. Trump sees Musk as a threat to his leadership. Musk sees Trump as a threat to national security. This is no longer just a clash of egos, it is a battle for control of the future. If Musk loses, his companies may be broken up, nationalized, or cornered. If he wins, a new political era could begin in America. This conflict between Elon Musk and Donald Trump may seem like something new, but looking back, it's far from their first clash. As early as 2022, during the presidential campaign, they were already trading public jabs. More recently, Musk posted on his X account, accusing Trump of pedophilia by insinuating a connection to Jeffrey Epstein. Without providing any evidence, Musk suggested that Trump was mentioned in the unreleased Epstein files, implying that this was the reason they remained sealed. Trump's response was swift. He called Musk unhinged and claimed he had lost his mind. Through Truth Social, Trump threatened to revoke federal contracts and subsidies for Tesla and SpaceX. Yet he also said he was blindsided by the accusation but held no grudge, even calling Musk a terrific guy. Musk later deleted the tweets and admitted he had gone too far, expressing regret that his posts crossed the line. Trump, in turn, said he was willing to forgive Musk, though he added that he was deeply disappointed. At the time, it all seemed like a storm in a teacup, but now, with the stakes much higher, those earlier accusations no longer feel like online drama. They mark an ideological fault line. What we're witnessing is a clash between two icons of modern America. One, a representative of old-school populism, the other, the embodiment of technocratic ambition. Their confrontation is not just personal, it's a battle over the direction of the country's future. And if last time the feud faded away, this time it's far more serious. Political parties are involved, legislation is on the line, the national debt is at stake, and billions of dollars hang in the balance. All we can do now is watch the story unfold, because this conflict may become a turning point for the entire American political system. Two of the most powerful figures in the nation are now locked in open warfare, and the consequences will be felt by everyone. Subscribe, hit the like button, and stay tuned. The most important part is just beginning.